Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to do a new story called The Dot. It is lesson number 26 by Peter H. Reynolds. The story is written by Peter H. Reynolds. He's the author. And the genre of the story is realistic fiction. The last story was also realistic fiction. Um, the New Friend, and this story is also realistic fiction because this why we are saying realistic fiction, because something like this can happen in real life too. So the characters could be real, or events that happen could be real, so that's why we called realistic fiction. So let's start. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm, she said. Very funny, said Vashti. I just can't draw. So that's the character, the first character of the story. She's the main character. Her name is Vashti, and she is in art class, and her paper is empty. She didn't draw anything, she didn't color anything. So Vashti's teacher leaned means she looked down. She came little forward to the table and she looked down and she saw the paper and she said, Ah, polar bear in a snowstorm, because polar bear is white. When it is snow, it hides in the snow, so that's why paper is also white. So she's just trying to find something good in her drawing, and she's trying to encourage Vashti. So Vashti replied to the teacher, very funny. I just can't draw. She said, I can't draw, and it's not my thing. So now let's see the next page. Her teacher smiled. Just make a mark and see where it takes you. She said, make a dot, make anything, make any mark and just see where it takes you. Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good strong jab. There! So Vashti was very angry and pissed. She knows that she doesn't know how to draw. So what she did, she took a marker and she just put a strong dot on the paper, which is called strong jab. And she just gave and she said, there, take it. Now let's see what happened next. Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. Hmm. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, now sign it. So she looked at the paper and she was just looking around and she studied it. And then she said, hmm. And then what she did, she gave the paper back to Vashti and she said, sign it. Sign it means when you give your signature. Have you seen your mommy and daddy sign on something, writing something like their name or their family name? That is called sign. Okay. So Vashti, this is how Vashti is signing. She's just writing her name into a nice, beautiful handwriting. And Vashti thought for a moment, well, maybe I can draw, but I can sign my name. So she said, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name. So she drew this dot and she is signing her name. The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot. She had drawn her dot, all framed in swirly gold. So next day when she went to art class, she saw this beautiful, nice golden frame. Can you see the frame which is in gold color and it is in swirly design, which means swirl means it's kind of a zigzag kind of design, and it's a dot and there's a sign of her Vashti. It's her dot. She calls it her dot, and she was surprised to see it. She was shocked to see it. Surprised means shock. Above means on top. Above means on top. This is teacher's desk. On top of teacher's desk, there is this frame. Let's go to the next page. I can make a better dot than that, she said. So she opened her never before used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted a red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting, lots of little dots in many colors. So she was like, let's do one thing. I can do better than that. So I can make a better dot than that. So she opened her color watercolors she never used before because she never liked art. So she never used her watercolors before and she started to work. So she first do red dot, then purple dot, yellow, blue, and then she realized when if she mixes blue with yellow, she can make green color. So she made green dot and Vashti kept experimenting. Experimenting means trying lots of little dots in many colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors from with a bigger Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on a bigger paper to make bigger dots. So she brought a very big paper, can you see over here? And she said, if I can make little dots, I can make a big dot too. So she made a big dot with a lots of colors. So she splashed the colors, she got a bigger brush and bigger paper, and she made a very big dot. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. So what she did, she kept the dot empty, empty space, and the space around the dot she colored it. So even though she didn't make a dot, it looked like a dot, which is beautiful, right? This is a beautiful painting. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. So can you see? It was art show, and all her dots, whatever dots she made, was displayed on the wall, and it was quite a splash. Means it was quite interesting. It was interesting. All the parents and children enjoyed looking at her artwork. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. You are really a great artist. I wish I could draw, he said. I bet you can, said Vashti. Me? No, 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 not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. So there was a boy looking at her with so much of amazement, and he said, you know what? You are really a great artist. I wish I could draw like you. So she said, I bet you can. So he said, I can't even draw a straight line from a ruler. So Vashti gave him a paper. Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of a paper. Show me. The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle and then she said, sign it. Just the same way her teacher did with her. Tried to encourage Vashti and she did a great job. Teacher did a great job. She encouraged Vashti and Vashti is a great artist now. So she was trying her best to do the same thing with the boy. She asked him to make straight lines and then she stared at his line and then she said, okay, next thing you do is sign it. So when you sign it, it becomes official. Whenever your mother signs or your father signs on a paper, that means it is an official paper. Official means it is an important paper which needs mother or father's signature. Signature is called sign. So that's how you make a paper or anything official. So she tried to make that boy's drawing official by asking him to signing it. So yes, I hope this lesson was helpful and interesting, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching.